All right, we're going to take a look at the Microsoft Teams Walkie-Talkie Valor speaker mic that can be used with the Microsoft Teams Walkie-Talkie. All right, let's just take look at a couple of the specs first of all. So just have it pulled up here on the screen, and you can see the price is roughly 135 bucks. And down here, one of the things to be very aware of is that you select this device very specifically for the app that you're using, in our case Microsoft Teams. You'll notice that down here. And also the phone. Even if the jack fits, it doesn't mean it works for all phones. So you really want to be clear on that. I have this selected as the cat, and I'm not sure it's actually the one I have. The one I have is a Valor-MST, I think is a part number that I have. So yeah, all right, well, let's take a look at the device here. So all right, there we see it, and just going to go over the device real quick. You'll notice that it does not use USB to plug in. It is using an audio jack to plug into a phone with a standard, like a standard mobile phone audio jack, audio mic jack. And here is the Valor speaker mic, and this one is very heavy duty. It's like someone would use in a very rough, tough situation. And a couple things that you will notice, we'll just go around the device and take a look at it. They have on the top, you can get there is a earpiece port 1. So if you want to have an earpiece and not just have the speaker working. We go around the left here, we have the mic, the side push to talk button. So if I push it, you'll see the push to talk. The front also acts as a speaker, but you can also push it as a push to talk button as well. If we go around the bottom, we have another earpiece port number 2. And also the charging, I don't know if you can see that on the video, but that is a micro USB. It's not USB-C, micro USB, and it does have a waterproof kind of plug that you can put in there. So, yep. Going around this side, there's really nothing on this side. If we flip to of course the microphone is right up on the upper right. Flip to the back, there's a heavy-duty clip. The battery is underneath that. And there is 2 LEDs, and they appear to me like the charging, and then I think there's another one that turns green once it's charged fully. So there it is. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to show about that. Yeah, I think that's all that I have. You know, you can see the cord that's included. Maybe another thing that I will talk about is the charger. So it comes with a USB, micro USB, nothing fancy. It's just a very entry-level charger with a little red LED on there, and comes in that kind of a box. So talking about Microsoft Teams Walkie-Talkie a little bit, Teams Walkie-Talkie needs to be enabled in the Microsoft Teams Admin Center. But once you do that, it's really straightforward. It shows up in your More menu. Normally it'll show up in that More menu by default. I moved it out here onto the main screen of this Android device. And click on Walkie-Talkie. We could go over here, but go into Walkie-Talkie, and then this is kind of the interface. And if you didn't have this speaker mic, you would just press right on the screen here. So you can press on that and then talk, and it'll work using the Android. Of course, we have this plugged in now. The way that you get on a channel is you go in here and select a channel, a Teams channel that you're a part of, and click on it, and then click. Maybe I'll just do that. So we go in here, disconnect. That'll disconnect you, and then you're not in it. But if you click here, it will show you some of the ones. I think these suggested channels are ones that you already had signed in before or use regularly. So if I click on that and then connect, now I'm connected to that channel again. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to push to talk and call up one of my colleagues. Now, remember, one of the things, I'm holding this quite far from my mouth. You probably, in a real situation, to get your volume loud enough, you're going to want to, you know, hold it up pretty close to your mouth. So maybe I'll just do that. Hey CJ, could I get you to just, you know, respond so we can get a little recording here? And so he should respond so you can hear how the mic.
This is the test of the audio.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you for that that test there, CJ. So there you could hear the response or the volume of it, and the volume is there's not a volume knob on here, so you kind of use your volume on your device. And I have it cranked up the whole way. Let me just click here. A good question is which of these. There is not a knob on here, so it's a little like Android stuff can be sometimes when you have multiple audio devices. It can be a little tricky getting that audio right, but you heard the audio there. And so now what I'm going to do next is we're going to flip this around and we're going to get this being the far side, so you can hear the audio the other way around. So I'm just going to switch this with the other device on the other side. So all right, we are back here again, and now I have the other side. So I have the Valor speaker mic on the other side, so we get to hear what it sounds like when it talks. So we get to hear it, since the last time we were hearing the speaker, now we're going to hear the microphone. All right, CJ, if you just want to give us a transmission there so we can record your audio.
Yes, so this is a test of the audio.
All right, thanks. That's good. And one of the things you'll notice is that there was a bit of a kind of a double chirp. Normally there is a, what is that called? A talk permit tone, I think is the radio language for that, or the tone when you press it to let you know once that tone's done, then you can talk. Well, it seems to, the Valor speaker mic tends to make an extra chirp. It seems like the mic hears the speaker or something like that. Not terrible, but you can hear that. So yeah, that is a little bit of an overview of the Valor speaker mic. All right, we have the Valor speaker mic back here again. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything else to show about that. One of the things on the walkie-talkie, Teams walkie-talkie, the interesting feature, if you try to press the button and talk when someone else is talking, it will actually just give you a notification that you can't do that. So it kind of eliminates talking over someone else. All right, so a few things as I think about it. This the Valor, Klein Valor, Klein I think is the manufacturer, and Valor the model. They claim their equipment has the world's loudest speakers at 120 decibel. You know, I don't live in the walkie-talkie world, so I don't know. I can't speak to that claim, but that's what they say. A couple comments I have on the gear. There's that little issue where it seems like the mic picks up the speaker with the talk permit tone. That gives a little extra chirp. Doesn't kill the product, but that happens. One of the things I've noticed also, it seems like even if you're not using the speaker mic, the battery drains. Not sure why that is. It seems like it could last longer when you're not using it. Another thing that I think about, you know, I think it would be nice if the device had, you know, like maybe a drop-in charger. You have to, the way you work this thing is you pop it out. I didn't show that. You pop it out and then pull the battery out. And I imagine, oh, I'm not sure how I'm doing this. I guess you flip it that way, which shows what, you know, how much I know here. But and you can get extra batteries, and I think there is a docking or a battery charger tray, and I guess you could do it that way. Some way, you probably will want some way to handle the, well, how do we get that in there? That's how we do it, and then pull this out, I think. There we go. Oops, not showing it there. So it might be nice to have a charging tray, as I said. And the last thing that just because the way Android devices work, it would be kind of nice to have a volume knob right on the device. I don't know if technically you can even do that, but that would be nice. But hey, if you want to use the Microsoft Teams walkie-talkie, and you want to be able to just keep the Android device clipped on your belt, have this clipped on you so you can just press and talk, the Valor speaker mic for Microsoft Teams walkie-talkie is a solution that's out there, one of just a few. So, thanks for listening.